crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So the Kennesaw State Owls offense will get the ball first. And here comes the junior running back. He's coming off a 100-yard game and a couple of touchdowns in their last win. The run inside. It's Lewis. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says,
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. And this is not the way they envisioned the opening drive going, with the third and long coming up. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. They'll try to make the catch in traffic. No room to bring it back. So Connecticut's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress. Running inside, it's Blakely. They opened the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33.
man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And, man, this is exactly how you wanted to script this game. Your defense comes out, gets a stop, do a nice job in special teams. Now you get that first down. The juices are flowing. Everybody's feeling confident now. The offense is feeling good. I look, Jesse, for them.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them. They're already off to a great start.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. And the Huskies are flying down the field. Drops back on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Does not enough on that one.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Hits inside. It's Lewis. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They give it to him again. Driven back.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. That's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
And now about this lower intestinal fortitude. 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Needs it. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. From the gun, give to Hardy. Maybe some room here. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Pulls it and fires to the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the 1st down at the 31. And the Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. At the 20, he's got space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down. This offense doing business in the red zone. Trying to run, it's Lewis. He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Carr. They'll run the screen. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kennesaw State.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their 2nd drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Quick give. It's Blakely. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down. Last run didn't get much. Ball's at their own 26. Here's 2nd and 9. Motion from the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. They put the brakes on him.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow. They don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill. Go get the running back. Get a tackle for him.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Powers inside. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue.
Snagged it, and there's running room. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Pulls it, looking for a crease. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup. Second and long here. Here's Carr to throw. Fires to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. The UConn offense goes back to work. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. That last completion left them just inches short. Now will they take a shot on second down? He's looking to throw. Sends it downfield. Upstairs to make the catch. He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Rushes on. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He's looking to throw on third and short. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Got to make the play on fourth. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. He got it right inside the pylon. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do there.
And how many times do we hear that? That the quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I saw. I knew what he saw. We're on the same page. We've done this before. That chemistry equals big plays.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. It's complete to the left.
A nice job by the quarterback there, working through his progressions. Nothing open down the field, so he checks it down to his drag route, coming from the slot receiver to get the completion.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lewis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throwing. Carr. Hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Running game got it done on the last play. Now it's first down. Sends it back in motion. Looking for running room. Squirts across the 30 to the 32. A pickup of 5.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Straight ahead, it's Blakely. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And good use of the hands from the defense to deflect the pass on third down. UConn will have to punt it away. Trying to make one miss. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Owl offense is out there to get this drive underway. Looking for room, it's Lewis. Got the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Carr. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. The run inside. It's Hardy. He's past the sticks. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The Owls come to the line with a new set of downs. The option, he'll keep it. Knocked down immediately at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Long way to go on second down. Here's Carr to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this third and long from the 20. Extending the play. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be fourth down. Splits the uprights, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Running inside, it's Blakely. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's third and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. Throwing, Carr, look out! And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Second and long here. Back to pass, it's Carr. Back's got it on the screen. On the move at the 30. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo.
Snags it, and he's open. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a...
Makes the grab. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Here's Hardy. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Owls!
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Finds his big tight end. He's stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Timeout called by the Huskies. That's their second. And they'll still have run in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Took a shot as he threw. And he avoids the sack.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Unleashes one. A spectacular one-hand grab. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Wants to throw one first. It's dropped after taking the hit.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for them.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Utah. taking on the number 21 team, the Arkansas Razorbacks. And it's the Utes eyeing a second win after the opening week loss. They're on top here in the first half. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings. Now back to your game at the Rent. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. We're just about ready to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gant. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. UConn going back to work on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Still looking. Short gain on the play before he slides. UConn quick to the line. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not a lot of room to make this catch. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. Hands it off. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot. Get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want...
Makes the grab in their space. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Hits inside, it's Lewis. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Got enough for the first down. Here's a... Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Great job by the back on the option. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17.
Way to make a split-second decision by that quarterback. He sees the defender commit. Boom. Pitch the ball. Not only pitch the ball, on target, so now the running back can catch it. He didn't have to reach behind him. He didn't have to reach in front of him. Caught it. He did the rest. Turned on the Jets. Got to the house.
The UConn offense goes back to work. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And obviously trailing in this football game now in the second half, this is exactly what they talked about at halftime. We've got to create some explosive plays in the passing game. They're going to need a lot of this, and the defense is fully aware that they're going to throw the football. That's a great start to this second half.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Quick give. It's Blakely. Breaks into the open. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Fresh set of downs going up top. Short pass.
Slant routes. They're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage, too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Working the ground game. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. And the Huskies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. It's complete to the right, and they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down.
That's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Carr. Out wide right, it's Taylor. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for an alley. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Long way to go on second down. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Right side, it's Lewis. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. 3rd and long, a lot of ground to cover. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And the timing just a hair off. Kennesaw State will have to punt this one away. Field this one in tight quarters. Coverage unit all over him, stopped immediately. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Hit and drop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Wants to go up top on second down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, 2 guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Second down coming up. We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Looking to throw. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lets it fly. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. So thanks to the defense, they take over, big lead in hand, and an opportunity to run this clock out if they so choose. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone. It'll be first down. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. And the incomplete pass was just too hot to handle. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lewis. He's dropped.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
I love it. Defense not surprised, right? Like 4 verticals. This is a play when you want to take a shot down the field. They're ready for it. They got the big lead. They know the pass is coming. Really smart defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Slings it downfield. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his second interception of the game. Instead, it's fourth down. Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Snapped it, and he has to have it. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs. From the gun, it's Lewis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Carr to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Caught. He's stopped.
All right, defense, you know coming into this game you're playing a fast quarterback. You know it's not going to be easy getting him on the ground. You got to start thinking about how you're pass rushing. Rushing right up the middle and allowing him to get outside, it's going to be a tough task.
Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He'll pull it down. Finds a crease at the 20. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
Well, that time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Smashes ahead. Touchdown Owls! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And he makes the extra point. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Connecticut offense ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got it. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Takes the easy completion. Could not make his way to the corner.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the heat. Quickly to the tight end. Nowhere to go and not much to show for that one. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Straight ahead, it's Lewis. Nice move to keep running. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. And the Owls have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is